Here's a fun riff from a meme that was sort of quite popular a few years ago. See if you can recognize this. Yep, it's that Coffin dance meme, which might be a bit distasteful to some, but it's a really fun thing to play. So I'm hoping you enjoy this video. It's going to be a short one. It's a nice one if you just want to break the seriousness of everything. And please make sure you do have a copy of the PDF. And we're going to start off to learn part one, that part there. So let's zoom in on our fretting hand and see what happens. Okay, for this one over here, I want to dedicate one finger per fret. So not only are we learning the Coffin dance, which sounds rather sort of bizarre, we're getting a really cool, unusual finger exercise at the same time, which I'm hoping you recognize. It starts with the open third string. Then, as we said for this one, finger 1, fret 1, finger 3, fret 3. So you're going to go from your 00 onto the 3 and the 1 on your second string. Then you jump up to 3 on your third string, followed by middle finger number 2, kicking into the 2 for the second bar. So your first bar, including the first note of the second bar, is going to go. And also listen carefully for the pauses. There's lots of rests or silent gaps between the notes. So it's not quite entirely staccato, but definitely not legato. And then onto the second bar, you started on the 2, and then you got 3 more notes, double 2 1. And what I'd like us to see so far is that the thumb hasn't really moved. So even when I add on the 3 2 at the end of the second bar to the open, my thumb is stationary. So here's my first 2 bars slow motion. And now I need to move, because I need to go from here all the way up to fret 5 and 6. I like using fingers 1 and 2 that just work well together, but notice how easy the hand just literally slides up the neck to go 6 5 6 5 6. Okay, and then double 0 again, and another 0 6 5 6 5 6. So super slow motion. Let's take the whole of part 1 through. 1 2 3 4 and. Now on the picking hand, I just want to focus on that for a quick minute. First of all, a bit of a nice brightly coloured strat for those that aren't familiar with this, which looks like a home job. It's the George Harrison from the Beatles Rocky strat, just for by the way, not that important. And on the picking hand, I want you to notice that when I do a fast phrase like or that, for example, I'm alternating my strokes. So we'll start with the open first of all, just down, then there's a pause, and then for the next 0 3 1, alternate your strokes. This is going to give you more speed. In other words, the down, up, down. If I pick down, if I want to pick down again, I have to come up. So I might as well use the stroke to play this guitar. Much easier, makes more logical sense. So if you watch the picking hand closely here and you run it through, and you got it working quite nice. Now, part 2, super easy. Let's go back to the fretting hand once more. Now, part 2, largely groups of 4. In other words, the 3s you see at the beginning of part 2, 3 is going to be played 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop a string. 3s again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1s on the next bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change the string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the third bar is 8 3s, which is 2 groups of 4. So the trick is you don't want any pauses, so it's going to go something like this. And just to show you that alternative picking that we mentioned earlier, I'm going to zoom in on both hands again and watch the strokes of the pick. So you can see the movement over here is across the different strings, but what's the up and down movement the whole way through? 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that movement will give you a lot more speed, especially when you want to go faster. And you're back to the beginning again. So that last little phrase which goes 1, 3, 2, 3 will lead you back to the beginning of part 1 again. It's as simple as that. The part 3, super easy, nothing special really happening over there. It's going to look something like this. Starts off the same as basically part 3, but just ends a bit differently. You're going to go. And that's it. So it's a fun song, it's a cool song. Remember, 1 finger per fret. Remember to alternate your strokes with your picking. And I hope you just had a little bit of fun to break away from all the serious practice and things. And have an awesome week. Take care. Cheers.